Live.
Hey guys, how's it going? So as promised, we're here now to
air horn.
Oh, am I supposed to air horn to start? Do you need the air horn?
No. I should take these off.
You sure? Okay. If they ask for the air horn, you know, don't ask for it.
Yeah.
So as promised, we're here to talk a little bit about PS4. We've got Luke Sigmund, who is our lead designer and also the kind of design head for the PS4 project, to talk through a little bit of what's going on the PS4. So what's up?
Yeah, so the last time we showed the game was at SOE Live. And
that was like 10 months ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago. That was at least 3.5 years ago.
Right.
So now we've made significant progress. So we can show off some of that. We've really spent a lot of time defining the art style, the UI, and getting all that implemented, and then just kind of iterating through all of our controls and making them fun to use. So here's a brand new splash screen we got. This, at first blush, may not be exciting, but I personally crapped my pants when I saw this.
I like that it's animated.
Yeah, exactly. So we, one of our artists, Phil, spent a bunch of time making the lights blink and the snow move, and I think it rules. So now we can, we'll start with character
It looks like it's flickering a little bit when I'm looking at it on the stream over here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Is that because of the LEDs?
I think so. That's what happens when you record TVs, you know?
I guess so. I don't want it to flicker this whole time. It looks like dog shit.
I don't know.
Okay.
But so this is the new, updated, improved character select screen. You can see all your characters, and then we'll go through and make a new one. So our other artist, Richard, spent a bunch of time making these neat little animations. And then we already have plans for multiple iterations of this particular screen that include, you know, telling you a lot more information about each faction, more than, you know, just this really rad animated picture.
I think one thing that's kind of important to note here too is obviously we're not in beta yet.
Correct.
We're still doing internal testing and internal feedback. So most of the UI that you're seeing, even though it's you know fairly well polished and we're really proud of what we've got, it's still kind of a first pass.
Absolutely.
And it's definitely subject to change once we start getting feedback from people.
Definitely. Yeah, we're actively working on everything that you're going to see here, and it changes almost daily. You see something new to check out in game, which is fun for us, I think. I mean, I love seeing the rapid iteration. So who do you want to be? Let's be NC to match your shirt.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're playing on our local internal server. You need to pick a gender. Which one, man?
I don't know. That's always the question.
Let's give one to the ladies.
Right on. So this has basically all the same options that are on the PC. Right. There's nothing new or
nope. Yeah, so this is really just showing how far we're going to translate each of the PC screens into PS4. Really, you know, on PC, all these selections are essentially on one page.
Right.
And that kind of deal just does not really work out for console players.
Sure.
So this is really a much improved flow for them. So we'll pick a name. We'll be birthday.
Birthday. That's going to take a half an hour.
No way. I've gotten really good at this.
Speed typing.
Yeah. All right, and we'll see what happens here if I can load in a game. So now I've done a little preparation so that we don't have to sit through loading, because we are actively working on improving our loading times. So this could take the entire segment. So we'll go ahead and switch over to test kit number 2.
Test kit 2.0?
Test kit number 2. Oh, look, we're in game.
Hey, look at that. That loaded fast.
That's amazing.
What a perfect transition.
Yeah, no, it was seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have gotten a remote control.
Right. Don't have one.
Good
we
thinking.
Stole this TV.
That's true. We did steal this TV.
So
beggars can't be choosers.
So we got what we got.
Okay, so this is running on PS4 hardware.
Correct.
So we're seeing here ISA, large base, tons of objects, one of our heaviest bases actually in the entire game. And you're flying, it looks like.
I am flying.
So we're actually seeing.
So we can get like kind of a bigger, wider view of the whole area. You can appreciate the spectacularness of the PS4.
There's a car driving around down there.
What?
What's that car doing?
Let me shoot it.
You missed him.
I did. I will say for the record, I am not fantastic at shooting things.
You're not the best shooter.
No, but I am still moving. So that's interesting. Cool, so I guess I'm probably going to be running in circles this whole...
You got to turn fly off.
Is that what it is? Probably.
Yeah, that fly command is not going to work very well. There you go.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Now when you respawn.
Yeah.
So this looks pretty much, this is a good example here of something that we haven't even touched yet, right? This is still using PC UI, it just has buttons mapped to it, so. And our goal here is basically, we're getting the core functionality screens, like maybe when you respawn we can show some loadouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're getting those screens kind of knocked out, and then some of these screens like the death screen are going to come after beta, after we already have started getting feedback from players.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of screens that work, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of things, unless it has, you know, intricate settings or, you know, just interactions that you need to do with it, that maybe we can, you know, kind of just rescan and they work for us. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel on every single screen, unless it's really going to enhance the player's experience.
Cool. Well, let's take a look through some of the ones that actually have gotten some stuff done on them.
This is the placeholder spawn screen. All right, here we go. So I got the run speed up, so we'll move slowly. So we have a whole new interaction prompt. This is pretty good. And then, so this takes us into our loadouts. So since SOE Live, since E3, since MLG, we've done a ton of work on this page. We've really kind of ironed out the look and feel of it. And so at this point, you know, there's still a lot of polish to do. There's a lot of icons to get in. But I think that it's really starting to work out well. So now you can change your class really quickly. You can change which loadout slot you're using really quickly.
So you have up along the top here, you've got
all the
classes that you're switching through, and then the loadouts are just on the other triggers.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll be a light assault, and then I can switch out my weapons. So one thing that we've done here that at some point we're definitely going to transition over on the PC is you know, kind of built-in filtering. So when I go to this equipment slot, the different weapon types are actually at the top of the screen now.
Right, so you've got shotgun right now.
Right.
And then if you want, you can switch to carbine, SMG.
Yeah, so now I don't have to mess with, you know, check boxes or whatever to try to find what I want, or, you know, actually go through and look at each weapon type. I can go right there. And then, you know, if you know exactly what you're looking for, we will let you choose from all.
So there's a big blank area over on the left side. Is that going to be?
Yeah, that's where all the stats are going to show. We're trying to figure out right now the best way to communicate stats to players. And that will have an impact at some point on PC as well.
Right.
Because I don't think any of us are totally happy with the way that we communicate stats.
Certainly. Yeah. We kind of have the advanced mode as the default right now, and we've kind of talked a little bit about doing like a basic view and then having an advanced view that you could see to get more detailed info.
Yeah, just to help people really know what's meaningful on a per gun basis and give them, you know, better ways to compare weapons.
Right.
So I don't have any station cash.
Oh, right.
So
why you broke? Why you poor?
You wouldn't give me any station cash cards.
That's true.
Let me turn my run speed down here. You're seeing all the hacks.
Set it to 4. Are these hacks going to be available when the game goes live? Are you going to be able, is that a feature on the PS4 that the run speed is going to be something you can type in? Because that's pretty cool.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Weird, huh?
I think that would be like maybe a good membership feature or something like that to be able to set your run speed if you're a member.
You wouldn't say that that's pay to win?
I mean, it's pay to run.
It would be pay to run, you're right.
Pay to run, right?
Yeah.
That's not pay to win.
True. Unless the game is about running.
But it's not, right? It's about run and gunning, so it's pay to half.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll put that on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody.
Let's put that as a feature request.
Yeah. Somebody will talk about it and say no at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So we've gotten some other stuff in. We did an overhaul on our main menu. So now it's really flexible. This is probably only exciting to me. I can add anything I want to this in data, and it's I can just make the UI people put in whatever screen I say should go here.
It's nice too because when you want to look at all these different settings, you don't have to bring up a full screen window to be able to select which one you want.
Yeah, and then one of the screens, like at SOE Live, I don't think we really had you know, the vehicle stuff working. We don't have it working right now either, apparently.
You ain't got no vehicles.
Oh, here we go. This one works. All right.
Airplanes work.
Yeah, so as you can see here, the layout between infantry and air on this page is different because you know, the number of slots different, and we want to be able to, you know, really highlight the GUI model, the UI model, the built-in model, and then we're planning on doing some work on these to improve the lighting so they look a little bit crisper. Overhauled settings.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can actually navigate the settings using a controller now?
You can. You can change all sorts of stuff. We're going to have a bunch of preset controller settings out that you can you know, just change very quickly, very easily, based on your personal preferences. So one exciting thing that we are in very early iterations on is our map.
The map is like a pretty...
It's the biggest deal.
Really important screen for PlanetSide, right? But it's also a really complex screen, and on a console, like how do you fit all that stuff on there?
Yeah, so the way we've decided to do our first iteration of this is we're essentially breaking the map down into 3 totally different screens or views. So we have this zoomed in view. Now, I'm sorry, artist Richard, that people are seeing these temporary icons. I apologize. These are all going to be replaced with real, very good looking icons. But like I said, the screen is in very early iteration. But anyway, so we've broken these down into 3 distinct view levels. We may end up adding more depending on, you know, the needs of the game and how we feel once we start playtesting. So this one is essentially a enhanced mini-map view. So it's going to give you a lot of detail about the base. It's going to let you, you know, see all the roads, see how to get from one point to another.
You can see all the points of interest, all the generators and terminals and stuff.
Yeah, and then we've actually added the support so that you can essentially target one of these, and we'll give you some information about it. So right now, all we're showing you is the name, but we're going to write up descriptions so that, you know, we can give you tips or tell you what each of these is for. So like the shield generator, we can say, you know, this one controls, you know, the SCU or whatever it controls.
Right.
So then if we zoom out, now we're seeing a region view. So from here you can see, you know, kind of more overall tactical information about, you know, the sort of localized area. You can, you know, set your waypoints, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And the lattice we'll be working on this. This demo area is set up in a way that doesn't really show that kind of stuff. But
right. Yeah, we basically have every other region on here turned off so that we can focus testing right now.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we have the full continent view so that you can see the entire area. And from here you can instant action, you can redeploy, and that'll take you to the appropriate spawn screen.
Oh yeah. Why don't we roll into the actual ISA facility here and like show off some of the graphics, because we talk a lot about how, from a graphics fidelity point of view, you know, we're running an ultra game, and shadows and textures and all that stuff is running at basically the full fidelity that you could see on the PC. So it'd be good to show that off a little bit.
Yeah, and we're doing some really cool stuff right now to kind of, you know, more dynamically detect you know, frame rate and to address that kind of on the fly.
Yeah, Josh kind of mentioned that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so I think that kind of stuff is really going to make us able to always give players the best possible experience for the fight that they're in, because we all know that you know, performance is king.
Right.
And if you can't tell what you're doing, then it doesn't matter how good the game is.
Oh,
got me.
Jean just curb stomped you with no head.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his head. It's not right.
Certainly is not. So what is like the big effort right now on the PS4 project? What are the big goals that we're working towards? What are sort of the next pieces that are going to be coming together?
So right now the main work that's happening is we're finishing out the map. We're working on social features.
Oh, friends list, squad.
Right. Friends list, squads, platoons, outfits.
Yeah.
That's kind of the next push, is to figure out how do we get people communicating easily and effectively on the console with a high dependence on voice chat.
Yeah. And
just very quick, fast interactions so that people don't feel like they have to go through 18 screens just to accept a friend request.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a little cumbersome.
Yeah, so that's definitely the next step coming on. The next step coming online. We'll actually have Friends and Squad, the first pass of it, checked in on Friday.
Nice.
So I'm super stoked to see that.
Nice.
I've seen the early stuff that our one of our engineers, Matt, is working on, and it's looking really, really good.
You're trying to jump jet.
Yeah, I was.
But you're a medic.
Yeah, I changed to a medic. It's because I was looking for my tool, because there was a dude to res, and then he went away and we talked. I'm not good at talking and playing.
It's a really difficult skill to master.
Yeah. I don't know how all these people who stream do this.
Yeah,
I can't even find a fight because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say.
Right. I've never been able to do it either. It's definitely a very specific skill.
Yeah, that makes Rel even more impressive to me.
Rel's an impressive fella. All right, wreck that kid.
That's not going to happen. Hey, stand still.
So right now I know that in terms of what we've been working on internally, we've been iterating a shitload on getting the gameplay mechanics feeling right, getting... Oh!
Come here. Does he have God mode on?
No, you hit him. You just failed to hit him multiple times.
How did I not kill him?
I know we've been iterating a lot. We talked to Corey a little bit earlier about controls and getting that feeling right. How do you feel like we're doing in terms of percentage towards completion with things like controls and getting that? Like, how do you feel? Like,
how do I feel? Yeah. I feel like the base controls, the you know, stick acceleration, that kind of techie stuff is really, really close. I feel like we're not going to be totally happy with aim assist until we get some real players in.
Right.
And hopefully that's going to be happening very, very soon.
Hopefully?
Hopefully.
That's the hope?
That is the hope.
So, like closing out the rest of the year, there's some, you said social features are going to get finished up. What else is kind of on the docket as big ticket things that are going to get
Well, we need to finish the map, and we need to work on respawn.
Respawn is a big one.
Yeah, exactly. So respawn, you know, when you're trying to find a fight in this game, you know, you can watch people play and you can see them go through and they're mousing over every region trying to find the exact fight that they want.
Right.
So obviously we don't want that on the console. It needs to be a lot snappier.
Right.
And it needs to be snappier on PC too, because I don't think anybody enjoys, you know, having to look at every single region in the game to figure out where to play.
Right. It's cumbersome.
Exactly. So we have a couple designs on that. We have the Fight Finder, which should be going on the roadmap at some point soon.
Who's in charge of putting stuff on the roadmap?
I don't know. Who does that?
Who does that?
Yeah, I think Brian.
Oh, Brian's going to do it
now.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to go up on the roadmap, and that should make finding a fight a lot easier. We're talking about using, you know, all sorts of different metrics to let people more quickly choose the type of fight that they're looking for.
So if I want only giant fights with tons of vehicles in it, then I can like set that up and go.
Yep. And then you'll be in there fighting and happy and killing people.
That's cool. So basically it's just going to filter what kind of battles are happening, and I can set the ones that I actually care about, and it'll let me spawn at those ones. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Is that cheating again?
Probably. No.
Haza.
That's
headless
some crap,
Haza.
Man. So somebody should let QA know that nobody has heads. Seems like a problem.
Hey, there ain't no heads on the PS4 build.
Thanks, guys.
Is that a microtransaction opportunity?
Oh,
you got a future, Bill. You got a future.
Heads with membership? Is that
members?
Okay, members get heads. Okay.
That's kind of an advantage for non-members, though. No headshots, right? Maybe members can not sport a head if they want to.
Yeah, maybe it's an option.
Right.
We'll put that on the list.
Yeah, we'll put it right there with the run speed thing.
Yeah, right in the feasibility column with the run speed thing. Yeah.
So what else have you guys got? What else you want to chat about here? Anything else jumping out at you as exceptionally cool stuff or progress that you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, really for me, I'm super hot on the map.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stuck in a rock now, but like, just we spent a bunch of time just getting this like snapping feeling good, and it's probably like a really nerdy thing that I'm geeking over here, but but I really like it, and I think the feel of this whole thing is really going to deliver, and it's really going to be awesome, and people are going to use it and think it's you know, fun to use, which is always kind of the goal for us.
This is the funnest map I've ever had to use.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
I know.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I also am a huge fan of our error screens.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Because this dude Chatty, do you think PlanetSide 2 people know about Chatty?
No, we should give them a lesson in Chatty.
Yeah, he's the SOE mascot, and his name is spelled Chatdy.
Chatty.
Yeah, because he's a thug.
He is a thug.
Right.
He doesn't spell it the way you'd expect.
Right.
That's why he shows up on screens that aren't there, right? Right. It's intimidating.
Right. Because right now he's not saying there's an error. He's saying please fix this, or I will cap you.
Right.
Yeah. And then one of the other things we've really been working on lately is our store. So we're just trying to keep the store, you know, nice and clean, simple. Make it easy for you to find the things that you want that aren't embedded as part of the loadout.
So most things are going to be embedded in loadouts, kind of like on the PC.
Yep, definitely. We don't see a real reason to duplicate all that information when, you know, it's better to have everything in context anyway.
Yeah. But featured items, bundles, sales, that kind of stuff would come through here.
All that'll be in here. Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
so a lot of progress has been made. We've made a ton of progress on performance, which has been our focus, the entire time we've been in development.
Yeah.
They made some really significant gains, and I'm really optimistic about where we'll be for launch.
Yep. No, the amount of progress that's been made just in the last couple months has been pretty staggering. And I know that more or less everybody wants to know, when's the beta going to be? It's supposed to be 2014. When's that beta? Right now we're evaluating our plans for beta. We are kind of looking into where we're at from a performance standpoint, where we're at from necessary features. Obviously looking through some of this UI, things like the friends lists and the squad list are things that we really want to have in for beta, and like Luke said, those are coming online soon. So internally we're evaluating our beta plans, and you actually are going to be able to hear a little bit more about that, or potentially a lot more about that, at the PSX, the PlayStation Experience event, which is the 8th and the 9th of December?
6th and 7th.
6th and 7th of December?
The weekend.
It's the weekend. It's the first weekend in December. So I'll be there. I think my grumpy friend Xander Klaus will be there. So if you want to come and get hands-on the game, it's at the Venetian in Las Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
It's in the Venetian in Las Vegas. I think you have to spend some money, so if you're in town, you can come in and buy a ticket and check out the game there. But we will definitely be talking a bit more about our beta plans at PSX, so stay tuned. Anything else? Any closing thoughts?
I do want to be super clear that what we're showing here today is rough.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of art cleanup to do. We have a lot of iteration to do. So don't judge it too harshly. It's my baby. Be nice to it.
I think it's also worth saying that our plan is kind of to, when it's going to be in players' hands, it's going to be rough. We don't want to do all the finishing and all the polish work until we can start getting feedback from real players playing the game. So it's typical of our standard kind of release philosophy. It will be better when you guys can help us make it better. So we've got it to the point where it's functional. We've got it to the point where it's running well. And then we'll put it in your hands, and you guys will help us take it all the way to the finish line. So
That's right.
That's kind of what the scoop is with this.
Heck yeah.
And in terms of getting a date with an actual number, the 6th and the 7th of December will be the date that you will get the date. Ha! All right, so I'm going to give it back to Kyle and Tony, and they're going to do some shit, and then I think I'm going to talk to It's Murda, and we're going to play a little bit, and he's going to tell me how to play Light Assault better, because I'm terrible.
You are horrible.
Hey guys, we're back.
That was
Or
good
I'm
stuff.
back. You're not back.
Yeah, I just got here, I think, actually. Just showed up.
All right.
So thanks, everyone, for being a part of the stream thus far. Hopefully you're having a good time. We still have a few more hours left to go, so hopefully you'll stick around. We got, as Matt said, he's going to be streaming with It's Murda. We're going to do a little, actually, you'll be back on that little Player Studio stream, right?
Yeah, Player Studio, player-generated content. Amazing stuff.
But first, I also want to thank all of our partners. We got some cool stuff here. I think you got some cool stuff to show off. So if you go to the PS2 Facebook page, you can enter for a chance to win this. So thank you, Razer. Thank you, NVIDIA. Thank you, Jinx. We got new shirts.
Yes.
Right, you're wearing
Head
one
to
of the shirts.
Jinx. If you don't want a shirt, head to Jinx. They have some great shirts available for PlanetSide 2. First time we've ever offered them, so check them out.
That's right. So yeah, hopefully you guys will continue watching. It's been a great show thus far, and we're looking forward to for some more fun. Any other remarks? Anything we're missing?
No,
Good to go?
thanks for joining us. It's our 2nd anniversary. We're excited. If you just joined us, you may want to go back and watch the PlayStation 4 update that Matt and Luke just gave. Some exciting stuff, but if not,
We also had Kid Riot and Rel streaming earlier too, so definitely want to check them out. They did a great live stream for about an hour, so that's definitely highlighting something to watch. Check out.
why are you hiding your NC shirt, dude?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to show off the.
Why are you ashamed of being
I'm
conglomerate?
still even wearing the dog. I mean, sorry. That's my fault. I take
Show some
responsibility.
respect.
I shouldn't cross my hands then, right?
No.
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 We're ready to go. Okay. All right. But yeah, so stay tuned. In a few seconds here, or a few minutes maybe, we'll go to Matt and It's Murda streaming.
Yeah, should be fun.
Stay tuned.